Arnold Schwarzenegger is one of the most famous actors in the world and at times has been the highest paid person in the entertainment industry. As of 2020, he has a net worth of $400 million. At the peak of his career, he consistently earned $20 to $30 million per movie. During that time, Arnold has earned hundreds of millions of dollars in film salaries. Since his earliest days in the US back in the 1970s, he has poured his earnings into a variety of investments, notably real estate. That real estate portfolio alone is worth over $100 million. Schwarzenegger was born on July 30, 1947, in the tiny village of Thor, Austria. His father Gustav was the local chief of police and his mother was a homemaker. In 1960, Schwarzenegger's football coach took him to the local gym and introduced the 13-year-old to the world of bodybuilding. Arnold's father originally wanted his son to become a police officer naturally. His mother wanted him to attend trade school. Arnold himself knew he was destined for something very different outside of their small Austrian village. After learning that some recent winners of the Mr. Universe competition went on to have successful careers in Hollywood, Arnold immediately set his sights on becoming the most famous professional bodybuilder in the world. In 1965, he won the Junior Mr. Europe contest. In 1967, at the age of 20, he became the youngest person to win the Mr. Universe title. Arnold would go on to win the title 3 more times. Even with all his success as a bodybuilder, Schwarzenegger still found time to attend business school in his spare time. In 1970, he was awarded his first Mr. Olympia title, which he would go on to win several more times during his career. After winning Mr. Olympia, Arnold was given his first big break in the film business when he was cast in the feature film Hercules in New York. Arnold's fame became even more well-known in 1977 after the release of the bodybuilding documentary Pumping Iron. His fame continued to grow with movies like Conan the Barbarian, but his career didn't really take off until he was cast in the 1984 blockbuster The Terminator. Arnold was married to television news personality Maria Shriver, niece of President John F. Kennedy, from 1986 to 2017. The couple have 4 children together, including Catherine, who would later marry actor Chris Pratt, and model Patrick. Arnold and Maria's relationship ended in 2011 after news broke that he had fathered a son 14 years earlier with the family housekeeper. The divorce took 6 years to settle. Arnold currently resides in his sprawling mansion at the prestigious Brentwood neighborhood of Los Angeles after moving out of his marital home in Pacific Palisades, another affluent enclave on the outskirts of the city. When he arrived on US soil, Schwarzenegger had $27,000 to his name, his winnings accumulated from competitions. In the early 1970s, he started to make small investments in real estate and soon began to see benefits. Remarkably, by the time he was 25, he was a millionaire. The bodybuilder focused his property purchases in the Santa Monica area of Los Angeles, as he spent his time training in the Venice Beach. Buildings that I would buy for $500K within the year were $800K, and I put only maybe $100K down, so you made 300% on your money, he explained to Tim Ferriss in Tours of Titans. Fast forward all the way to 1986, and with his career picking up pace after his starring role in the 1982 movie Conan the Barbarian, the star snapped up his first mega-luxury home with his wife Maria Shriver. Designed in a Mediterranean style, the 10,000-square-foot villa is located at the end of a long gated driveway in the Pacific Palisades area of Los Angeles, the perfect private retreat for the newlyweds. Built in 1982, the home has since been remodeled and boasts a spacious hallway with a sweeping staircase that leads through the living room. Offering 9 bedrooms and 9.5 bathrooms, it is decorated with airy white walls and marble floors. In the spacious kitchen, a long marble breakfast bar sits alongside a huge range cooker and stainless steel appliances. The formal dining room sits just behind the island and features sliding glass doors that lead outside to the backyard. The ultimate luxury, the master bedroom, is decked out with beige walls, dark wooden floors, and a large 4-poster bed surrounded by a canopy. It comes complete with a private terrace, a built-in TV, and comfortable white armchairs. The extensive grounds span over 2.5 acres and include expansive lawns, landscaped gardens, and a duck pond. There are also 2 attached guest suites and a separate guest house. However, in 2003, the couple moved on from the home, but it wasn't put on the market until 2011, when they separated after the reports of Schwarzenegger's affair with the housekeeper had surfaced. In 2013, it was finally sold for $12.9 million. For over 20 years, Arnie has used Ketchum in Idaho as his chosen holiday destination. The Terminator star built his longtime holiday home, which is located in the Sun Valley, back in 1994 and has never looked back. A celebrity hotspot, the area is also frequented by the likes of Mark Zuckerberg, Tom Hanks, and Bill Gates. While we are yet to glimpse inside the mysterious property, the rustic retreat is reportedly spread over 18,000 square feet and boasts a wood and stone interior featuring stunning views over the mountains. We can't think of a more idyllic spot for the action star to enjoy some downtime, especially given his no doubt stressful stint as the governor of California from 2003 to 2011. In 2002, Arnie and his wife Maria reportedly snapped up this mansion in the celebrity hotspot of Brentwood in Los Angeles after moving out of their longtime home in Pacific Palisades. It's not known how much the couple paid for this lavish pad, but it was built in 2001, just before they moved in. Maria departed the home following their split in 2011. While details on the property are scarce, an old listing shows that the home has 7 bedrooms and 10 bathrooms, spread over a sprawling 4,500 square feet of interior space. Aerial shots show just how lavish the mansion design is, with the grand estate featuring an impressive backyard with a tennis court and a swimming pool. Last year during the pandemic, the star took to Instagram to encourage his fans to self-isolate during lockdown, giving us a sneak peek into his home life. It turns out that the actor is sharing his mansion with 2 rather unusual family members, a miniature horse named Whiskey and a donkey called Lulu. Offering a window into his lavish living spaces, the star's home office space is shown here, featuring colourful artwork, memorabilia and family photos arranged on a wooden sideboard. It is the perfect place to knuckle down for a day of hard work. The acclaimed action star can be seen having fun in his stylish kitchen, which boasts a long center island with marble countertops, pendant lighting, large windows, and plenty of cabinets. It does seem like Arnold is a fan of ornaments, as the bureau behind him is full to the brim with photos, sculptures, and decorative crockery. True to form, the 73-year-old spends his days keeping up his fitness levels. It's also the home of his beloved chess set, which got plenty of use when the star was hunkering down last year during the pandemic. These days, Schwarzenegger spends his leisure time relaxing in the mansion's extensive grounds, which include rolling lawns, alfresco terraces, and a hot tub. From his childhood home without running water in Austria to his lavish Los Angeles mansion and his array of successful property investments, we can't wait to see what Arnold Schwarzenegger buys next. But how can, ladies and gentlemen, Schwarzenegger afford all of his properties? For the 1988 movie Twins, Arnold, Danny DeVito and director Ivan Reitman all agreed to take 0 salary from the studio in exchange for owing 40% of the film, or 13.33% each. The movie was a smash hit and went on to earn more than $215 million worldwide at the box office alone. It was also a hit on VHS and on cable. In a March 2014 interview, Arnold claimed that he had earned more from Twins than any of his other movies throughout his career. He said the same is presumably true for Reitman and DeVito. Assuming Arnold, Danny and Ivan each made $35 to $40 million from the movie in 1988, after adjusting for inflation, that's equal to earning $70 to $80 million. The trio would go on to reunite in the film Junior. Arnold has earned $2 million for Commando, $3.5 million for Predator, $11 million for Total Recall, and $12 million for both Kindergarten Cop and Terminator 2. In the latter, Schwarzenegger had only 700 words of dialogue, equating to $21,429 per spoken word. He earned $15 million for True Lies, Junior, and Last Action Hero, then $20 million for Eraser and Jingle All the Way. His paychecks topped $25 million for Batman and Robin, The Sixth Day, and Collateral Damage. In 2003, Arnold negotiated an upfront salary of $29.25 million, plus a 20% royalty on gross profits, over $380 million for Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines. The movie went on to earn $433 million globally, bringing Arnold's total paycheck up to an estimated $35 million. Schwarzenegger has been a long-time member of the Republican Party. He even appeared at the 2004 National Republican Convention, making a speech on why he became a Republican. In 2003, he shocked the nation when he announced on The Tonight Show that he was running for governor of California. He served in that role from 2003 to 2011. In the run-up to his election, Arnold released financial disclosures that pegged his net worth in 2003 at $200 million. The same disclosure showed his prior year earnings topped $26 million, and his federal tax bill was $9.2 million. He runs Movie Income through an LLC called Oak Productions Incorporated, which is based in Santa Monica, California. Oak Productions is based in a building located at 3110 Main Street, a commercial property with roughly a dozen tenants in a prime location. Arnold owns the entire building. The actor would later claim that by serving as a governor for 8 years, he lost about $200 million in potential movie wages. And that's all for today. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video and also share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and make sure to turn on the notification bell for future updates about your favorite super rich personalities.